Nerd Reactor, roll out.
What's up, Reactorites? John here, and it's time to talk about Birds of Prey. This is a very highly anticipated movie because it's the next live-action DC film after Joker, and like the Joker, it's rated R, so there's going to be like blood and language and all of that, but this one, it's not going to be a serious take like the Joker is. It's going to be a lighter fare, fun, and even it has like violence. It's kind of cartoony, but then it's still heavy-hitting. And there's a lot of curse words, like a lot of F-bombs. But, with all that, that doesn't make a great film. I think it helps enhance it for the subject matter if it's a dark film starring a villain and a bunch of heroes. And with the story, the story is about Harley Quinn and what happens when she breaks up with the Joker. And now, she was off limits before, but now that she's not a part of the Joker's life, now everyone's after her because she doesn't have the Joker's protection, and that includes Black Mask and his goons and everyone else that felt like they've been wronged by Harley Quinn. And since this is a Birds of Prey movie, you have Rosie Perez as Renee Montoya, you have Journey Smollett as Black Canary, you also have Mary Elizabeth Winstead as Huntress, and you also have Cassandra Cain, who's played by Ella J. Bosco. So together, these characters are the Birds of Prey, and each character gets like their moment to shine. This is still a Harley Quinn, like she is the main person. She is narrating the film, and so it would have been better if it was called Harley Quinn and the Birds of Prey. But you still have Birds of Prey and the really long title that includes Harley Quinn. But yeah, just if that this is going to be like a Harley Quinn movie with the Birds of Prey being featured, just expect that. And I had a blast with this movie. It was a lot of fun. And just seeing Harley Quinn just being an unreliable narrator. So it goes all over the place with the timeline. I love the intro, the sequence, the prologue sequence that they have. That was cute. And trying to get people up to speed on where Harley Quinn is at. And with Margot Robbie as Harley Quinn, I think she enjoys playing this character, and I think this is like a perfect role for her as this villain, this popular DC villain, and she gets to just go all out, and she gets violent. If someone gives her an attitude, she'll mess them up. She'll break their knees. And we really get to see more of Harley Quinn just really kicking ass. And then you have Journey Smollett as Black Canary. Aside from like the casting, it's different. Deep down, it's still, you still get to see that the Black Canary, like she's still a good fighter. And if you've seen the trailer, she does use her powers. So yeah, you still get to see a kick-ass Black Canary. And then as for Mary Elizabeth Winstead as Huntress, her background is still intact. She's like the daughter of a crime family, and they get murdered, and so now she's spending her time learning to exact revenge, and her specialty weapon is the crossbow. So she does get to use a crossbow, and she's out there. She's a vigilante. She's killing mobsters, and so that the essence of the character is there. And you have Renee Montoya played by Rosie Perez, and she's a Gotham PD cop. She's a detective, and you get to see just her just trying to figure out what's going on, and how she's going to be roped into all this madness with all these characters with the Birds of Prey. And I think out of all the characters that's completely different would be Cassandra Cain, because her background here, she's like an orphan. And maybe they'll explore more in that in future films. Who knows? But here she likes to steal, and that's her stick right there, where whatever chance she gets, she'll steal everything. And that means she's at the center of attention because she steals an item that pretty much all the characters have some kind of relationship towards this item, and that includes a Black Mask, and Ewan McGregor as Black Mask. I think he's my favorite character, my favorite actor playing this character in the movie. Like I thought he was funny, but he also plays like a sick and twisted villain. He likes to cut off people's faces, and with Ewan McGregor, he's got that kind of like the person that has everything, and he likes his outfits. He has his museum with different artifacts and different things to show off. So he's kind of like that eccentric person. Oh, you like this? You like this outfit? You like this my decor? So yeah, Ewan McGregor as Black Mask. He's kind of like that guy that just appreciates everything and makes sure everything has to be perfect with everything's laid out. But then if there's something slightly wrong, he'll be disgusted by it and he'll just turn crazy and just lash out loud or just like hurt somebody because of that. So it's going to be a different take. This is like Ewan McGregor's take on Black Mask. So if you're like a huge Black Mask fan, he's like, oh, he's got to be like this. This is a different version of Black Mask. But at its core, he still can be sick and twisted. So you have that. With the Birds of Prey, a lot of people have been talking about the outfits where it's kind of different, and they've really taken a lot of liberty with the outfits, including Harley Quinn's outfit. She's got the jacket with the caution tape, Huntress outfit, completely different from like the comics, and then you have Black Canary. So if you're here looking for something faithful with the comic book outfits, prepare to be disappointed, but expect this coming in that they've taken liberties. It's trying to be a little bit more realistic on how the characters look, but while still being colorful. And if you're not a huge fan, huge purist of these characters, you still enjoy. I think you enjoy it. I enjoyed the characters, just their personalities and just how they come together. Let's talk about Victor Zsasz. And Victor Zsasz here, probably not the strongest character for me, at least, because I've seen his portrayal in Gotham, Fox's Gotham, and I loved that version of Victor Zsasz, where he's funny, he's always got these comments, but he's still kick-ass. And here, this Victor Zsasz, he really doesn't get his moment to shine, like just really show how deadly he can be. Like he just comes off as creepy, and a part of me is like, ugh, I don't want to be around this guy. But he's also kind of like the lackey for Black Mask. And they're like kind of like buddies, and he's always sucking up to Black Mask. But I did hope that he would have a better role, meatier role, like some kind of part or scene where he's actually a deadly killer. And we really don't get to see that. Like he does kill, but there wasn't a moment like, oh man, that Victor Zsasz, better watch out. And another thing that I really liked about this movie, the fight scenes, the action is great because Kathy Ann, she brought in 8711, and 8711 is the studio from Chaz Stahelski, who did John Wick, and the actresses have trained hard, and Journey, out of all of them, Journey, I think she really shines with how she fights. Her kicks looks devastating, and she kicks ass throughout the whole movie. And Huntress kicks ass too, because especially with the crossbow, she uses her crossbow, and with the movie being rated R, it gets pretty violent and bloody. And when you watch it, you're like, oh man, that's gnarly. The soundtrack is probably one of the other big thing about the film, and for me, like, I like the way the soundtrack is here. It's not in your face or out of place. It fits like during a certain scene. Let's say with Harley Quinn partying, you have the appropriate party song for that, and then there's a scene in the trailer where she's dancing, and it's kind of like that whole Marilyn Monroe thing. So that sequence makes sense for that moment, and also for other scenes where there's like for me, like a cinematic version of hit me with your best shot. I thought that was great how they set that up, and so it doesn't feel out of place like if you're watching Suicide Squad when you're just playing random music. Birds of Prey, this movie is a lot of fun. It's very brutal with this R rating. It's kick-ass, and the girls have shown that they were able to shine, especially with all the training under 8711, and the music just helps complements the movie. And just Kathy Ann, I think she's done a great job of just creating a film that is just all over the place, kind of like Harley Quinn's mind. But it's fun just seeing the story and how it's done, how it's presented. And, once the movie comes out, let me know what your thoughts are on the comments below. With that said, I'm John, and I'll see you guys next time.